Daniel.
Whoa, oh my word, what?
Mustachio question.
What'd you say?
You,
what is that?
you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it. What is it?
You know what that is?
No, I do not.
It's the sound of pure podcasting gold. Just flowing through the microphone veins. Out to people's ear holes. Just going right through there. Hello, I'm Philip Osterday.
And I am Daniel Cardiff. And this is Classic Countdown Conversations, a show where we count down the best and worst that media has to offer when we feel like it.
And this is going to be the best episode we've ever done before in our lives.
So after like almost an entire month talking superheroes, we're going to go in a completely different direction today. And what are we going to be talking about?
The best mustaches in the whole universe of pulp culture. Culture.
Pulp? Is that like an orange juice?
Yeah.
thing?
It's like the best part about orange juice.
You like pulp?
I like pulp because it gives me nutrients.
I like a little pulp. I don't like a whole lot of it.
You like little baby pulps?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Best mustaches ever. And this isn't like types of mustaches. These are actors, characters, paintings.
Oh,
I don't know.
Have paintings?
I don't, but I'm just saying.
Then no paintings.
Then no paintings. Okay. But
I mean, maybe there could be a painting of one of mine.
Exactly. Same with mine. So
yeah,
there could be. But yeah, Philip is actually probably a little bit more prepared than I am.
Well, mostly because I have a mustache.
He does have a mustache. I can't grow one. I have a pretty sweet goatee.
You have a goatee.
It looks like a goat's goatee.
Yeah, you could do some mutton chops.
I did. Back in like junior year, I grew out my mutton chops. I can't do it anymore.
You can't do. Oh,
I don't know what happened.
You lost your ability.
Yeah, I shaved them off, and then they didn't ever want to grow back.
That's too bad. Let's just talk about our facial hair.
Mine is awful.
Mine too.
Your mustache is great.
The only thing I can grow is my mustache.
I love your mustache.
Though in my wedding pictures, I look like I have a really good beard, but I think the photographer just photoshopped in all the holes,
spotchy places.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Philip's gonna have little things.
Yeah. So what criteria do you have for your mustaches?
None.
None? It's just personal preference?
Yep.
Okay. So
That's all I have.
my criteria for my list is interesting. The best interesting facts that I found about the people
that have the
characters.
Mustaches.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's begin.
So I do have one honorable mention.
I thought you had two.
Well, one of them was going to be you.
Oh.
But we've talked about your mustache a lot.
Yeah.
So
that was so kind of you.
You're welcome.
I'm not. I guess this is pop culture. Pulp culture.
Yeah, we're part of pulp culture.
Yeah, we're definitely part of pulp culture. I don't know about pop culture.
Yeah.
The orange juice fans in the world just really like us a lot, the pulp culture.
This episode's going to get a spike in ratings because a bunch of people are looking for orange juice podcast. But my other honorable mention is he's not a very well-known character. His name's Chaz Davenport.
Why do I know that?
He's on this really funny little YouTube series called Brian Sneeze Fest.
Oh.
He was a late addition to the show, and he's great. He's a really funny character. No.
Oh, because that would be funny.
It's Blake.
It's Blake.
Yeah, it was back when he had his mustache.
Oh, I was really hoping he'd keep that for his wedding, but guess not.
I'm glad he shaved it off.
Oh, I liked it.
But yeah, that was my honorable mention.
Okay, so I have an honorable mention as well, and it's Ned Flanders.
Oh, okay. He was in consideration for my list.
Now, the reason he is only an honorable mention, he would have been much higher in my list, but there is debate as to whether his mustache is real.
What do you mean?
So, in one of the episodes, he like it's a clipped on mustache.
Oh,
that
really?
he has. So
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad I didn't choose him then.
yeah, so it's like, and apparently it's a big debate in the nerds.
The
With the
Simpsons
nerds. Yeah, I guess the Nedderds.
I could tell you were trying to come up with something
I was
more
hoping,
clever than that.
yeah. They're just flandering about. That's pretty good.
This is a podcast about mustaches, and we're already overstaying our welcome.
So that's Ned Flanders.
Okay. Did you hear I said that? Okay.
Number 10.
Should I go or should you go? I'll go.
You
I'll
go.
go first
You
because I
go.
want to hear your number one spot last.
Oh,
So,
mine's so good. I'm
Your
so
number one
excited
is?
to talk about my number one.
okay. I feel like mine is more along the lines of like people who are into pop culture will like my list more.
Yeah, my list is more about I just really wanted to talk about this one story. And so
Okay.
I decided to make my list after that.
All right. My number 10
Okay.
is Tom Selleck.
Oh, Tommy Sell.
Tom Selleck. I don't know him from a whole lot. I know him from Friends
Yeah, I like that. That's where you know him from.
and that one show. It's called like Blue something.
Well, he's probably most famous for Magnum PI.
Well, yeah, yes.
That's probably what he's most famous for.
But then there's another show where he's a detective or a cop or
Blue
something.
Bloods?
Yeah, yep. But when I see his face, I know exactly who it is every time. And you
Same.
know why that is?
Tommy Selleck.
Because of his mustache.
If there's photos of him without his mustache,
Oh.
and you don't even know it's him.
Yeah, that's weird. But
I'm
yeah.
hoping to get to that level.
And that was what I was gonna say. Was like that's actually something that I feel like a normal person can achieve that mustache.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
Okay, number 10 for me, similar.
Okay.
If without his mustache, I think he would look strange.
Okay.
Nick Offerman.
Okay. All right.
Now here's why he's only at number 10.
Yeah.
Because I found out he was on 2 episodes of Gilmore Girls.
Oh.
And therefore he has immediately been dropped to the bottom of the list.
Okay.
His mustache is his only redeeming quality now.
Not Parks and Rec.
No, Parks and Rec is not good enough.
What about
That
the
like
Lego
evens
movie?
it out.
What about the Lego movie?
The Lego movie does help.
Okay.
It does help.
So he really, when you heard
He
about
made it to the list.
Okay, yeah, that helped make him to the list.
Yeah.
When you heard about Gilmore Girls, he just dropped off the
Yeah,
list.
it was like, dang. Yeah. And
Okay.
then it slowly creeped back up with
All
his
right.
good mustache. He also has a great beard sometimes. I think he currently has a beard.
Yeah, I think so too. He does those little ads with Amy Poehler, and I think
Yeah.
he has a beard in those.
Yeah.
Okay. Was that your little
That
fact?
was my little fact.
Was that he was on Gilmore Girls?
He was on Gilmore Girls, and he dashed all my hopes and dreams. He would have been close to number 1.
Really?
I like his mustache.
Yeah, it is nice. Okay. We're just
We're gonna blaze through this because
Yeah,
we
blaze
spent
this.
so long on all the other ones.
on the
This
last
one's
two
gonna
Avengers
be like, well, bam,
ones.
well, bam,
Yeah,
well,
I
bam.
know.
Here's a number. Here's another one. Mustaches in your face.
I just love that visual of someone sitting listen to this podcast and mustaches are just hitting them left and right.
The best feeling in the world.
Okay, number 9 for me is Commissioner Gordon.
He is. I like that it's Commissioner Gordon.
Gordon. And so,
Instead of Gary Oldman.
oh yeah, no, because Gary Oldman doesn't always have a mustache, but Commissioner Gordon does. He was born with one.
That's true. He just can't have one.
Yeah,
Or can't
not have one. Because and you could take whatever Commissioner Gordon you want to. I think all of them have great mustaches.
That's true. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be the live action one.
However, I do like that one, probably the best. But I like the animated series Commissioner Gordon. He's a little bit older.
Yeah. I don't know if I know that one well enough
Okay.
to like think about it. Oh, wait. You mean the Batman the Animated Series?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What did
I
you
do know
think
that
I
one.
meant?
The like Justice League or something.
Oh, no. I don't. Well, that's in the same continuity.
I suppose so.
Anyways. Oh, and yeah, J.K. Simmons when he plays Commissioner Gordon.
Does he play him
in Justice League?
Then
He has a pretty good mustache.
he does have a good mustache.
There's another. Speaking of J.K. Simmons, his character from Spider-Man has a pretty good mustache.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I didn't even think of.
But I feel like I could see him without a mustache.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that is a good mustache for J. Jonah Jameson. But all right,
Okay, that was number 9.
yeah, that was my number 9.
Okay, number 9 for me is Yosemite Sam.
Okay.
And I don't have a lot of cool, interesting facts about Yosemite Sam, other than it's a great mustache. It's bigger than his face.
Bigger than his body. Almost.
Bigger, yeah. If you put it sideways, it's probably taller than him. And then, but the most interesting fact about Yosemite Sam, do you know what his real name is?
It's not Sam.
It is. I mean, it's the longer version of Sam.
Samantha.
No.
Oh,
No.
Samuel.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Samuel.
Middle name
Okay.
starts with an M.
Starts with an M.
M as in money.
Okay, and then what's his last name start with?
R.
So Smore is his initials.
Smr.
Morgan.
Nope. Think more.
Mud.
No, that's a great idea. But very much not it.
Okay.
Should I just tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Michelangelo.
Really?
Yeah, Samuel Michelangelo Rosenbaum. I don't. Why in the world is it Michelangelo?
Why in the world does he go by Yosemite Sam when you could go by Samuel Michelangelo Rosenbaum?
I mean, it's a cool name.
It's gonna be my son's name.
I
right.
like Michelangelo as a name.
Yeah.
Because you'd be like, hey, my name's Mike. And they're like, oh, for Michael? Nah.
Michelangelo.
Nice try.
Nice try, idiot. Yeah, and then you have you could go by Michael. Mm-hmm. You could go by Mike. You could go by Mikey.
You could go by Angelo.
And yep.
You could go by
Low.
Ange.
All right.
There's a lot of nickname potential.
M.
Michelangelo.
Or you could just go by Michelangelo because it'd be your
That'd
name.
be your name. Or Low.
I already said that.
Or Low.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even think of that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you hear that?
Yes, it's your
was
face
it.
hitting up against the microphone.
That was it. That was a podcasting gold that just happened.
All right. That was your number 9.
Yeah.
All right. My number 8 is Freddie Mercury.
I honestly, I didn't put him on my list because I figured you'd have him.
Yeah. So that's another thing is like there are a lot of people contesting for my list. And I was like, I bet Philip will put that one on there. So I didn't. Yeah. Freddie Mercury. I mean, Queen is like one of the best bands of all time.
And it's a good mustache.
It is. There's a really funny joke in the new Bohemian Rhapsody movie. It like jumps ahead in time because Freddie Mercury used to have like long hair, clean shaven, but the Freddie Mercury that we know obviously is like short hair, mustache, wife beater, right?
Yeah.
Well, it like hard cuts to however long it's been in the movie, and he looks like that now.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of years, and he like turns around, it's like a flat shot, and he's looking at the wall, and he turns around, and he's like, "Well, what do you think?" And it cuts to one of his band members. He's like, "Gay," and Freddie Mercury's like, "No, not that," and he like looks up, and there's like a painting on the wall. So yeah.
What a joke.
That was my fact.
That's a good fact. I like that fact.
Okay. Yeah, Freddie Mercury. Love him. One of the best male vocalists
Of all time.
possibly ever.
I mean.
So tell me if this is true.
Okay.
Tell me if this is like logical or not.
Okay.
People, how he had like messed up teeth?
I've heard that.
I've heard that people.
That like helped him sing or
Yeah,
something.
is that possible?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about human anatomy to
Okay.
be able to answer that.
Okay.
I feel like the answer is no. I feel
Email
like
us.
That's an urban myth?
Urban
legend. Thank
yeah.
you.
All right. Well, leave a comment.
Or because everyone that listens actually sees us in person, you can just tell us.
That's true. That's true. Who's the smartest person that listens to us?
Oh, well, all of them.
All of you.
I'm not gonna pick and choose. Maybe,
All of you.
Maybe Lindsay.
All of you. Lindsay. Tell us.
Tell us the truth.
Tell us if, I guess as far as singing goes, Lindsay might be the smartest.
She is.
Lindsay, tell us if having janked up teeth will help you sing better.
I mean, we could try it out. You could just punch me in the face right now, see if that helps. Okay. He's coming towards me. He's taking his headphones off. He doesn't want to have to hear it. Okay. Oh my. Oh!
Sing.
Oh!
It works. It works, people.
This is my voice now. I'm gonna sing the
All right.
whole time.
You sound like the Pillsbury Doughboy then.
Woohoo! This is it.
What does that mean?
I can't talk it.
I messed
Okay.
him up.
All
All
right.
right. Go, get on.
Number
outta
8.
here.
Walter Cronkite.
Mm.
I don't know if that was a good impression or not, but that's what it was in my mind of how
That
it
sounded
should
like Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. So Walter Cronkite is the old news anchor that everybody loves, and that's the way the cookie crumbles, right? Is that his line?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's his
I know
line.
the name and I know his face. I know nothing else about him.
Well, let me tell you an interesting fact.
Okay, cool.
About Walter Cronkite and how cool he is. In 1972, some important pollster people did a survey that found that Cronkite was more trusted than the Senate, House of Representatives, the president, vice president, and every other famous reporter. He was truly the most trusted man in America.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Is that true?
That's a very true thing that happened.
So everyone said that he was
Basically,
able to be trusted.
Yeah, basically, I don't care what anybody else says. I want to hear Walter Cronkite.
All right.
And I want to eat cookies after he talks to me.
Let the cookie crumble.
I wonder if that's really his phrase. I hope it is.
Look it up while
That's
I talk about my next one.
Way the cookie.
Just kidding. I kind of want to hear.
Yeah, the Urban Dictionary. That's the way. No, I don't want Urban.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary sucks.
You know, I wonder if that's just a. You know what? That's not him. It's definitely not him.
Mm.
I'm so sorry. I said
Is it
all
that?
those things.
Is that the wolf
Walter
from Cookie Crisps?
Kronk? That's the way it is. That's what he says, and that's the way it is. That's his tagline.
That's a good tagline.
It's kind of not actually. It's like
That's the way it is,
And-
folks.
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
I love it.
I mean, I guess in terms of news anchoring, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, guy, there's been a mass murder.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, it's just the way it is.
Just sucks to be here.
Get it,
Cronkite.
Cronkite? What is it?
Walter
Cronkite.
Cronkite.
Cronkite. Okay.
Like Tron with a C.
Yes.
Number 7 for you?
Number 7 for me is the Lorax.
Whoa, man, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
He was the last entry I had on my list.
It just popped
and-
in your mind.
And let's be real here. I was pooping on the toilet and I was thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, the Lorax! And it squeezed it out of me.
Oh, pinch that loaf. That's good. I like the Lorax is a really Like, I enjoy that movie a lot.
I do too. When I first saw it, because I love that Horton Hears a Who movie.
Yeah.
I think that movie's hilarious. So when I saw Lorax, because it came out after Horton Hears a Who,
It's a little disappointing.
I was like, I don't like all the singing in this. I was at like an age in my life where I probably just thought it was like cheesy.
Yeah.
But now I think you and I have talked about this.
Yeah. I think we have
Perhaps on the podcast before?
No. I don't
Okay.
think- no.
But the part where he's like singing about how he's gonna murder all the trees. Andy's character.
Yes. Yeah.
I like that part a lot. I don't know why. He's like stepping on the Lorax and stuff. He's like really tall. If my memory is
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
And then it's the one slur. I mean, it's a good story. I like the book.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It
the
is-
Lorax.
It's great.
Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Pulls it off. So next for me is Captain Hook. And Captain Hook, he's got that nice twirly mustache.
Yeah.
And I like the way that he
can twirl it with his hook.
Yeah, I think that's very impressive. And he must use a lot of product in order for it to come back to the exact position.
Right, yeah.
So that's a little disturbing. It's kind of like made of rubber.
I didn't even think of Captain Hook.
Yeah. Well, actually, props to Lindsay for that. Because
Oh.
I didn't think about it either. And then she said, "What about Captain Hook?" And I said, "You're right." Eureka. So, little known fact about Captain Hook, maybe well known fact, I didn't know about it until I looked it up, that Captain Hook was not always in the story and that Peter Pan was the original villain.
What?
Yeah. And then his role was later expanded due to children's fascination with pirates. So
I loved pirates growing up.
I had this like little people play set with a big old pirate ship that I thought was the bee's knees.
Is it Playmobil?
Maybe it was Playmobil. It was awesome.
I had Playmobil. I think I had Captain Hook for Playmobil, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not from Peter Pan. Because Captain Hook is a thing, right? Like before Disney?
I don't know.
I think that's just a thing. I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, no, that's sweet. I wish I was there playing it with you.
I wish you were too. I
That'd been
loved
awesome.
any Lego thing that was pirates as well.
Yeah.
It was cool. I didn't like playing pirates. I didn't ever want to like have a sword and a hook.
I dressed up as a pirate 2 years in a row for Halloween.
You know, so I went on a cruise with my family once, and there was a pirate, quote unquote pirate.
Okay.
And he had a fake parrot, and
That's disappointing.
it was very disappointing. But it like could like sing, sort of. I don't know
Okay.
how it worked. I remember that at least. But I was very, very afraid of the man that was dressed up as a pirate. So maybe that's why I was willing to control pirates in my own mind, but I did not want to become one.
All right. I
Number 6.
wanted to be a pirate.
Well.
You know what I wanted to have as a pirate? I wanted a peg leg. I thought peg legs were the coolest thing growing up.
I don't know why. Why is that kind of cool?
Do you find them cool
I
as
do
well?
kind of find them cool.
Like when I remember, because no one in the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie has a freaking peg leg. And I remember...
That can't be true. That can't be true.
Oh, you know what? I lied.
Yeah.
There's one shot. It's not a main character. It's when they go to Tortuga.
Yeah.
I think it's that scene. It there's the establishing shot, and then it like cuts into actual like the town. And I think the first shot is a guy with a peg leg walks into frame. But it wasn't a main character. I was like,
not
that's all that we
good
see.
enough for
But-
Daniel.
But when the trailer came out for the second one, and Davy Jones started walking down
Yeah, you were
the
very
steps,
excited.
and he walked in with a peg leg, I was stoked. I was so excited.
I don't know when the fascination of peg legs went away from me.
So you found them when you
But
were
I
younger?
liked,
you
yeah,
liked
when I was
them?
young, I remember like wanting to have a peg leg.
Yeah, man, we were just.
Maybe you like literally just like projected that memory onto me just now, and I didn't realize it. I don't know.
Or maybe I brought out like a suppressed memory.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like every third memory for me now. People will bring something up and I'm like, oh,
I do.
I remember that. It was like I had suppressed it. Okay. Moving on. That was your number 7, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I think this is the first one that we're overlap. Well, actually, it's technically not overlapping. You said Nick Offerman. I'm going specifically Ron Swanson.
Okay. There you go.
Because actually, that wasn't his actual mustache in the show. I don't know if you know that or not.
I didn't know that.
At least at some points. I remember there's a blooper and it falls off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It does look kind of fake.
But I love it. Whenever his wife comes in and he shaves it, I hate him. Just kidding. Those episodes are really funny. But no, like Ron Swanson, what a character.
What a character.
Then that mustache is at least 17% of his character.
Yeah. What's your favorite Ron Swanson moment? I think for me, it's when he's in the chair and he has a hernia. And April is like, he like asks her to bring him a sandwich or something.
Yeah.
And he like has to throw things. And it's just very, all the physical comedy in that moment is very funny. She rolls him down the hallway.
Right. Yeah. That's an early episode.
Yeah.
Really early. Is that first season? Or is it second?
I think that's second season.
Okay.
Like maybe the first episode of the second season.
I don't know what it's an obvious one and a famous one, but the bacon and eggs
That's true.
moment
It's good.
is really good. And then I like whenever there's like heartfelt stuff with Ron, I like. But
he loves little Sebastian.
he like giggles giddily whenever he comes in. Yeah, everyone except for Ben. Everyone loves little Sebastian. Oh man, that show. We did supporting characters for Arrested Development. We gotta do a Parks and Rec episode.
That'd be good.
Of some sort.
That'd be good.
Okay, but yeah, Ron Swanson is my number 6.
Okay.
How many people do you think are still listening to this episode?
I think all of them.
Okay.
Nobody's stopped yet.
All right.
Are we doing number 5?
No, you gotta do your number 6.
Oh, you're right. Here's why I missed it. Because
Okay.
it's Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay.
So
So you said Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
And I said Ron Swanson. I said Kamish Gord.
And I
you
say
said
Gary
Oldman. All right.
Gary Old.
Gary Oldman.
So there's not much else to say. But my interesting fact. So did you know he played Dracula in the movie?
Yeah. I do know that. Yes.
I didn't know
I
that.
think it's Bram Stoker's Dracula, right?
I have no idea.
Bram Stoker.
I didn't know
however you
anything
pronounce
about it. Honestly, I didn't really realize that it was Gary Oldman who played.
He has
Commissioner
like
Gordon.
old man makeup on, I think.
Yeah. So anyway,
What does that have to do with his mustache?
when he played Dracula, he spent like I think it was like 4 months or something with a singing coach so that he could make his voice lower.
With a singing coach?
Yeah.
Really?
So basically, I got mad respect for Gary Oldman.
He's a fantastic actor.
And then he did what is that movie that he played like the Englishman and like wore a bunch of makeup and
Oh yeah, Darkest Hour.
yeah.
I still
So
haven't
good.
seen it.
You haven't seen that?
No,
Man, it's good.
I've heard he won an Oscar for it.
You should watch it.
I need to. I just don't have time anymore to watch movies.
You have all the time in the world, Daniel.
I don't. But no, I know it's on my list. It's on my
Yeah.
list.
Well, don't let it not be on your list.
I won't.
Highly recommended.
Did you have a fact for Captain Hook? Oh, that's right, because
Yeah.
he wasn't supposed to be in
It
it.
was
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you dare think that I didn't do my hard work on this list.
Okay. Was there something you wanted to talk about before we moved on?
No. Well, what number are you on?
5. I'm about to do 5. We're halfway through the list.
Okay, so I feel like we have something we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And that thing is that it's that
That I'm dying.
yeah.
Just
And-
kidding.
No.
Oh, I guess we're all dying.
Yeah. Don't don't let these people off the hook yet. Daniel's dying, and we need money to cover the expenses for his death.
Yeah.
His dying wish is that at least 3 more people would
No,
become,
like 1,000
at least 1,000 people.
become part of the I'm rich
Yeah,
category.
I guess okay, let me stop. I'm not gonna speak on behalf of Daniel for his dying wish, but he so you go ahead. What is your dying wish, Daniel?
Yeah, that we would get. I misspoke earlier. I said 3,000. I meant 10,000
Okay.
people join our I'm rich tier.
That's like barely enough money to cover the expenses.
Okay, should we make it 15?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. 16 is my favorite number. Let's just
Okay.
say 16,000.
It's a weird number, but
It's okay.
continue.
16,000 people need to join our I'm rich tier
Yeah. On what?
on Patreon.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Okay.
My number 5 is the Swedish Chef.
Oh man, I didn't even think about the Muppets.
He's got a sweet, sweet mustache. Kind of goes up into some mutton chops.
Yeah,
It's great.
that's a good mustache.
It is a good mustache. I wish It's sad when a Muppet has facial hair and you don't.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of Muppets that just have all hair, so you're doing all right.
Okay. All right. That's true. That's true. And this isn't a fact. This is another question. Just like my Freddie Mercury question. So whoever wants to answer it, you can answer it if you know it. You know how he speaks weird?
Yeah.
Say, you know what people prepared like food on?
No.
It's called a smorgasbord.
Yes.
Do you think smorgas sounds like a word that the Swedish Chef would say?
It sure does.
Do you think they just came up with the way he talked because of the word smorgasbord?
And it kind of sounds like Swedish.
Yeah.
Swedish. Smorgasbord.
Swedish smorgasbord.
It's hard to say.
I don't know. Someone said smorgasbord like 2 years ago. And I was like, I wonder, because that sounds like something the Swedish Chef would say. And he prepares meals on a smorgasbord.
Who does the voice for Swedish Chef?
I think it was originally Jim Henson.
Well,
I think.
now he's gone.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we can ask Frank Oz. He's still alive.
Okay. When we
Frank Oz.
When we get him on the show.
We do the best Frank Oz characters.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Frank Oz on the show.
Yeah.
Maybe he can answer it for us.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay. Who's your number 5?
Tom Selleck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
We are having some overlap.
we're doing overlap, which I didn't want to do, but it is what it is. Okay, so Tom Selleck, famous for Magnum PI,
Okay.
also on Friends.
That's how you knew. That's why you said that earlier.
That's why I knew things, because I did my research. But did you know?
He's in Meet the Robinsons.
No.
Oh,
No.
not his voice, just a picture of him.
That he was offered to be Indiana Jones.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
And he turned it down?
But he had to turn it down because CBS told him to, because he had a contract with doing stuff for Magnum PI. And they're
Really?
like, you can't do this. This is in conflict of that, so you can't be Indiana Jones.
Good.
So CBS did the right thing.
Yes.
On accident, probably, because
Did the right
they're
thing
money
and
hungry.
and told him not to accept a multi-million-dollar role
Yeah.
because
So
they hate actors.
isn't that mind blowing?
I cannot even imagine that.
Yeah.
I can't imagine anyone else. That's not even true. What I'm saying right now is a lie. I can't imagine other people being Indiana Jones, but not in those first 3 movies. You know who would be? If they ever rebooted Indiana Jones, Chris Pratt would be really good at Indiana Jones.
It would be a different Indiana Jones, but it would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though he's like in everything now. I don't care. I want him to be in everything. He's just so
like him.
likable.
He's a good dude.
He is. Come on our show, Chris Pratt.
Yeah. I bet he'd come on.
Oh, he would, by far.
Maybe
Faux show.
Maybe that's our next step.
Chris Pratt.
Which big time actor can we get to do some sort of interview on our show?
Chris Pratt. Get in here. We'll do top 10 Chris Pratt characters.
Come on, Chris Pratt.
And then you can do, since you may not want to talk about yourself, you can talk about Philip and I.
Yes.
You can listen to all of our podcasts.
Top 10 Philip and Daniel moments. Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're doing it. 2020, we'll have Chris Pratt on the show.
Hey, Chris. That's Daniel's dying wish.
Yeah. That and the 16,000 people giving us $100 a month, and Chris Pratt coming on to our show.
Chris, you could probably just do that on your own. You could just be those 16,000 people.
That's true. Give us the money. And then come on our show.
We know you got it. Okay, continue.
You know you love your fans.
Yeah.
And we love you, so we're your fans. Okay, so that was your number 5.
That was my number 5.
My number 4 is the Pringles can logo.
Oh, I knew that was coming because it was on our, like...
That was like the first thing I mentioned when we came up with this idea a long time ago. That's why it's so high. Because I was like, that's kind of... Whenever we've talked about this episode, that's always been what's been in my mind.
Yes.
So the Pringles can logo, it was between that or the Monopoly guy.
But wait, yes. Which
it's
guy?
Similar, I think.
Does the Monopoly guy, he has a mustache, but he doesn't have a monocle?
I think so, yeah. It's the Peanut Man that has the monocle.
But that's not even related. That's not a man. That's a peanut with legs.
They both wear top hats, maybe, and suits. Maybe that's... the freaking Peanut thing is a scary mascot.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm envisioning him in my mind right now, and that's enough to give me nightmares.
He's like, gotcha. Now you're going to eat me.
That's just scary to me. He's gonna haunt my dreams now.
I like to imagine him with like a southern accent.
I imagine him as like a demon.
He's like, you see,
that was an old timey accent.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm a peanut, see?
You see? Well, he's from South.
I'm Southern, you see?
I'm a Southern boy, you see? And I want you to have some peanuts.
I could see that, yeah. I could see him talking like that.
Yeah, I think that's he's from Georgia.
And then his face turns into a demon face.
He's like, I want you to eat some peanuts along with some lemonade.
Ew.
How about you go pick some cotton while you're over there?
Okay, this got really... all right. Okay, but yeah, back to the frickin' Pringles can.
They have cotton fields in Georgia. I'm not being racist.
The Pringles can guy, don't know his name. Maybe it's Pringle. Maybe his last name is
Pringle himself.
Mr. Pringle, yeah. Okay, there we go. Mr. Pringle hangs out with Kris Kringle. I knew that would get you. I don't know why.
And they do a cool jingles.
Yeah, because they're both single.
Wow. Oh, the rhymes.
Pringles guy, been around for a long time. You see him every time you go into the grocery store.
How old is Mr. Pringle?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Daniel,
I haven't.
How can
I'm
you
not
even
doing facts?
How
like
can you even say that he's been around a long time if you don't even know?
I mean, he's obviously been around a long time.
Did you know he's not? He doesn't make potato chips. He makes potato crisps.
Is that? Do they have to like?
There's a distinction.
Okay.
Because they're like made out of like crumbled up potatoes and then fried or something.
Well, the regular Pringles aren't that good.
They kind of suck real bad.
I like the cheddar ones a lot.
Yeah, the flavors are good. When they started coming out with them, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But every once in a while, I'll be like, you know what? I'll get me some original Pringles.
I would like a Pringle. I would like a potato chip that tastes a little bit like corn.
Yeah.
And
like a corn chip.
Like a corn chip.
Like Fritos or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Pringles.
Get off this one. There you go, Mr. Pringle. You've been in my mind for 6 months now, and we finally did an episode where you were mentioned.
All right.
Number 4 for you.
Burt Reynolds.
Okay, that I almost put him on. I was like, I bet Philip's going to do Burt Reynolds.
I did Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
And what's interesting is that Burt Reynolds looks a lot like Tom Selleck.
That's true. They do.
So I didn't know who was who until I looked up the pictures.
Really?
And then there was a list of mustaches on the internet webs because it's the internet.
Yeah.
And there was somebody that like photoshopped one of their faces onto another person's body, and it was just like, I don't know who it is. I can't tell. It was funny. Okay, so interesting fact about Burt Reynolds,
Yep.
which is also going to blow your mind
Okay.
because
Oh, I think I might know this.
that he turned down the roles for James Bond and Han Solo.
Okay. I knew he was up for Han Solo.
That's insane. Those are two super iconic things. Also, I guess Harrison Ford is no one's first pick ever.
No. Nope.
Probably because he's such a big butthole.
Yeah. Well, I know they definitely didn't want him for Indiana Jones. I do know that.
There's anybody but him.
Well, because like he had just worked with George Lucas on Star Wars,
Oh.
and he's like, I want someone else. And I think Spielberg was like, well, it's not your movie. It's fine.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds. You know what my favorite thing about Burt Reynolds is?
No.
It's not even he's not even in it. It's a parody of him on SNL Jeopardy
Yeah.
when Norm Macdonald would be Burt Reynolds, and he just would make fun of Alec Trebek all the time, which also has a good mustache.
That's true. Ooh, I didn't think about him.
But yeah, his and Will Ferrell's back and forth is always really
Yeah,
funny
it's
in
good.
those skits.
It's good stuff.
Okay, my number 3 is Yosemite Sam.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Stole your thunder.
No, it's okay. I'm surprised he was so high on your list. That his mustache is just the coolest.
You're surprised it's so high or so low?
I meant like high as in like yes, I meant low.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I get. I mean, numerically high.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, like you probably want that mustache.
I do probably want that mustache.
I want that mustache and that hat and that little mask he wears.
All the things.
You know, in the Christmas Carol, in the Looney Tunes Christmas Carol, he's like, well, never mind.
Oh.
I was gonna say he's like the only one that they get right because
But
they
he's-
have him as the second ghost.
Oh, but it's still not right.
He should be Scrooge
Yeah, I guess so.
because he's mad all the time.
Daffy Duck makes sense though. As
He
Scrooge.
he does.
And he's most known. Yosemite Sam's not known enough.
That's true.
The children don't get Yosemite
Okay,
Sam.
then I guess he's pretty well casted.
Yeah.
As
And
the
my list is
present.
perfect because it's not about how good the mustache is. It's more about how cool
The facts
The
are.
facts
but
are.
see, that's where you're wrong. The fact that I'm ranking these on the mustaches, not facts about the things. All right. Anyways, what's your
3?
number 3?
It's Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
And you know, this just goes to show how cool these next two guys are going to be.
Because they overshadowed
yeah.
Charlie Chaplin.
And listen, did you know that a Russian astronaut astrologist person named a planet after him?
Really?
I mean, how cool would that be? You're like, oh, you're president of the United States. I have a planet named after me. Nice try. I'm way better than you.
I mean, you can name a planet
Yeah, but
after yourself.
like
But if someone else does it
somebody
for you,
else, like they had the opportunity to name the planet after themselves. Like, no, Charlie Chaplin.
Mm.
I'd rather have him named than me.
yeah,
That's pretty intense.
Charlie Chaplin's awesome.
What's your favorite? Well, I'm afraid to ask you things about him in case you have.
What's
him
my
on your
favorite?
list.
What?
Thing about Charlie Chaplin? What's your favorite movie? You
What's funny is I haven't seen a whole lot of his stuff. I
Okay.
really like his entire collection is on my list to watch.
yeah.
I like his Tramp movies.
I don't know what that is.
So he played a character called the Tramp, and he played him in multiple movies, but they weren't like necessarily the same. They didn't care about like
Continuity?
continuity or anything like that. It was just kind of just like, here's the Tramp in another movie.
yeah. I see.
So
he
I
could
like
die
that.
and then be risen again. in
Yeah,
another
and
movie.
it's just like this is him again.
Yeah.
So I like the old timey thinking of that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Where there's another, kind of like Ren and Stimpy. Mm-hmm. Like Ren and Stimpy die all the time on that show,
Yeah.
and then they're just like, here's more here's more things with Ren and Stimpy.
Here's more of them.
Yeah. So I like that about Charlie Chaplin. I like that he's the tramp.
Okay.
But there's a movie. I forget what it's called. I'm going to sound really dumb. It might be City Lights, but I don't think it is. But anyways, he he befriends a young boy.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually seen this one. I just don't remember what it's called. There you go, people. My first mess up on the show.
It's taken this many episodes.
Yeah.
However many episodes this is.
Yeah, 24.
Is it 24?
I think so. 24 or 25. But yeah.
You could listen to our show for over a full 24-hour period.
Yeah. How about that?
How about that? We've talked a lot.
But yeah, and we'll continue to do it
for
till
the rest
we die.
of our lives. Well,
actually, probably in heaven as well.
You'll be dying.
I'll be dying soon, so
I
yeah.
didn't say soon.
Oh.
You're just going to be dying.
Well, I mean, time is not relative.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anyways, I like that about Charlie Chaplin.
Okay.
I did a paper on him in high school.
And you dressed up as him for Halloween once.
I did dress up as him my senior year.
You're a good-looking Charlie Chaplin.
Thank
very,
you.
very tall.
I was about to say
version.
I'm a tall Charlie Chaplin, but
It's like somebody stretched him out.
I want to make a short Charlie Chaplin short. Sorry.
Is that a short joke?
No. But I do want to. I want to do something that's like the Lost Charlie Chaplin movie or something like that.
Okay.
And I think Ethan could be a good Charlie Chaplin.
That's true.
He's short enough, but I don't know if Ethan would do the physical comedy aspect. I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be hard.
Anyways, okay. That was your number 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm on to my number 2.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
You ready for this? It's not an actor. It's not a character.
Oh.
It's not a chip logo. It's just the guy that lived in the past.
Okay.
His name is General Ambrose Burnside.
I saw him. Yes. He
Uh,
does have a very, very, very good mustache.
So look, I got a picture of him pulled up right here.
Yes. That's a very
Look
good
at
mustache.
that. So
And that's a real mustache.
do you know?
I don't know anything about him.
Okay, then I'm about to blow your mind, Philip.
Give me some facts about this man.
That's where we get the term sideburns.
Really, it is.
Burnside sideburns
Wow.
is through him.
That guy.
Look at him.
Those are sideburns. If somebody, this is a audio medium, but you
Yeah.
probably are not, if you're not driving or doing something that you shouldn't be looking at your phone,
Right.
you should look him up.
His name is, again, just in case if you don't want to rewind it and listen to me say his name is General Ambrose Burnside. I'll give you 3 seconds, and then I'll say it again.
2, 3.
General Ambrose Burnside.
Burnside.
He's pretty,
Burnside.
that's my number 2, Philip.
Man, what a good last name that is.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Burnside.
Yeah, you could say it in a lot of different ways. And I like the name Ambrose.
Ambrose is a cool name.
And he was a general. How freaking cool is that?
Yeah. I
And
mean, you put general in front of anybody's name, you're like, woof,
That's true.
you're a cool goof.
That's-
cool goof.
Cool good. But yeah, I mean, the fact that we call something that's a part of us after him.
Yeah.
What else can you say that about someone?
If your last name could become a way to recognize your facial hair, what would the facial hair look like? I think Osterday would probably be like your nostril hairs coming out into your eyebrows. Like,
Okay.
Like in a kind of like a half circle kind of motion thing.
Okay.
And if you did if you had a unibrow, that would be like the full Osterday. And it would not be FULL, it would be FOOL. The full Osterday.
Mine would probably be if you're above 20 years old. Mm-hmm. You can't grow a mustache.
Oh, that's the Cardiff.
And then it finally comes in. You say, "Hey, my Cardiff came in."
My Cardiff can. I like that.
Or no. You could, no, because it'd be my mustache came in. It'd be, "Hey, I Cardiffed."
Oh, it's a verb?
Yeah, it's a verb.
I see. I like that. It's not an adjective.
Yeah, it's either I Cardiffed or I'm Cardiffing.
I don't like the way that rolls off the tongue. It feels weird. Anyway.
All right, who's your number 2?
Mark Twain.
Okay, so that was I almost put Mark Twain in.
Okay. All right.
Because he does have a pretty sweet mustache.
He has a pretty good mustache. All right. So Mark Twain, Tom Sawyer writer, he did a duel with a literal duel, like shooting guns duel with a guy named James Laird.
Okay.
Basically Mark Twain was up to no good and was like writing some pieces that said bad things about Laird's.
Okay.
I think he had a newspaper or something.
Okay.
So anyway, James Laird's like, heck no.
I'm going to shoot you.
I'm going to shoot you. We're having a duel. Mark Twain was like, yeah, we are. And then Mark Twain got really scared because he couldn't shoot worth anything.
Yeah.
So I think there's a quote that says that he couldn't shoot the side of a barn.
Barn?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was very bad. Okay, so James Laird gets to...
Is that where that phrase comes from?
No.
Okay.
No. So he gets to Twain's house, and he's like, all right, let's duel. And Twain's like, hee hee hee. And he gets his friend to shoot the head off of a bird.
Oh, geez.
And his friend comes out and says, look at this bird. Mark Twain shot this bird, and like if you do a duel with him, it's basically suicide. So don't do it. And he's like, all right. And left.
He just left.
that was the end.
Wow.
So that's a pretty cool story about Mark Twain. I like that one.
Well, he's dead now.
He's dead now. I don't know what he died from.
He got shot by Laird.
No, I don't think that's it.
I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think that happened.
He went to war and he wasn't able to shoot anyone.
He just got shot.
Yeah. Okay.
He has a great mustache.
He does. It's very bushy.
Yeah.
I was like, when I was thinking of, because I came up with my 10 and then I numbered them afterwards. Mm-hmm. And he was almost in my, like, it was either him or General Burnside. I was like, you know what? The fact that General Burnside's last name became our facial hair term, go with him.
He does kind of deserve to be in there.
Yeah, but it's okay. Combined, he's in our top 20.
Yeah.
Or top 15.
Yeah.
Since we have some overlap. Speaking of overlap, my number 1 is Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, I'm sorry I stole it.
No, it's okay. I don't know all of you out there. You know how I love me some movies. Charlie Chaplin's awesome. I love him.
Yeah. He's kind of like your hero.
He is kind of, even though I don't know the names of his movies, other than City Lights and The Tramp. But no, Charlie Chaplin. If there was ever a Mount Rushmore of, I'm gonna say directors.
Yeah.
Not actors, but directors. He would be up there.
Yeah.
I did I did a project my senior year where I picked out 4 directors and did research on them and wrote about them.
What were the other 3?
I did Spielberg, Nolan, and Orson Welles.
Oh.
Because I wanted to get a variety, like, Spielberg's obviously been a part of every movie ever. Nolan's had a shorter career, but very well-received career.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin's kind of the grandfather of, Hollywood directors.
Yep.
And then Orson Welles pretty much made one movie that is considered the best movie of all time. And then became a drunk and died penniless. So
did you know that...
Actually, I don't know if he was penniless, but...
Did you know that at the very end of The Jazz Singer, Steven Spielberg just pops up and is like, I directed this.
Yeah, because he directed everything since the beginning of Hollywood.
Yeah.
He was young, but he directed it for sure. I like how you say The Jazz Singer. That was the first movie with sound? Yeah. But yeah, Charlie Chaplin, Mount Rushmore of directors. I'm pretty sure Hitler got his fashion sense from him, and that's not a joke.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
That's so weird.
I mean, so I'll have to do research on this. I guess Hitler was around, but Charlie Chaplin did The Great Dictator, where he pretty much played
Hitler?
a Hitler type.
Okay.
And I don't know when Hitler started doing his mustache like that. So I actually need to do more research on this. But I'm fairly certain Adolf Hitler was a fan of Charlie Chaplin, and that's why he did the mustache.
Yeah. That's strange.
But yeah, Charlie Chaplin.
And now no one can have that mustache except for Michael Jordan.
Well, and Adolf Hitler.
No, I mean because of Hitler.
Oh. Did Michael Jordan have that?
Yeah, it's really strange.
Does he have it now?
No, he got rid of it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got rid of it. Probably because people were like, "What in the world are you doing?"
Right. But was he saying it was a Charlie Chaplin mustache?
I don't know. I just know that there's a commercial with him.
Wow.
And he has it, and you're like, it's kind of off-putting. I mean, it is off-putting. It's not kind of off-putting. It is. Because the first thing you think of when you see a mustache like that is like, oh, it's Hitler.
Right.
It's not. That's a Charlie Chaplin mustache.
See, I want us to refer to it as the Charlie Chaplin mustache.
Well, we can. We can internally. But
all right.
Externally, when we're in front of people, if somebody has a mustache like that, it'll be Hitler.
Like, you look like Hitler.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Charlie Chaplin's great. Who's your number one?
Okay, number one for me.
Okay.
So it's Charles Dickinson, which is
Dickens?
No, not Charles Dickens.
Okay. Who's Charles Dickinson?
Nobody important.
Okay.
Which we didn't. So we recorded about a half hour of me and Daniel trying to debate whether or not I am a liar about this story. I was a liar, but I'm not anymore because we re-edited it, and that sounds awesome. If you want to listen to the full edit, you got to go to Patreon.
You got to give us money.
You got to give us money. So Dickinson is just an attorney at law. Okay.
Nowadays?
Yeah. No. Maybe his sons. Anyway. Okay. Dickinsons and Dickinsons, attorneys at law. So he was, well, no, I won't say this yet. He, not that important. What's important is that Andrew Jackson and him got into a duel.
Why?
And he got into a duel because Andrew Jackson loves his wife so much that he'll kill a man for it.
Oh my! Did Charles Dickinson make a move? No.
So Andrew Jackson and Charles were just I think they were at a saloon or bar or whatever they would call it back then.
Yeah.
A watering hole, and probably had one too many
drinks,
alcoholic drinks.
Yeah.
And so the problem was they did that, and then Dickinson spoke poorly of Andrew Jackson and just wanted to ramp it up a bit, and so said something about how his wife sucks.
Okay.
And so Andrew Jackson was having none of it. He was like, you know what? I've been polishing this gun for a long time, just waiting for this moment. And he said, let's duel it out. And so Charlie and Jackson dueled it.
And Andy and Charlie.
Yeah. And so Charles, they walk the 8 paces or whatever, and then turn around, and he shoots Andrew Jackson. Andrew Jackson was like, I'm prepared to get shot. And this
is before he became president.
This is before he became president.
Okay.
And so he shoots his gun, and his gun doesn't fire.
Okay.
And he's like, so I guess this is the sport.
Right, yeah. Just shooting people.
Yeah, that means that the sport is done and the game is done. But Andrew Jackson's like, nope. This is for my wife.
I recock my gun.
He recocks his gun and shoots him and kills
He kills Charles Dickinson.
Kills Charles Dickinson, not Charles Dickens. But he in that moment he killed my hopes and dreams of Andrew Jackson killing Charles Dickens.
Oh my!
So Andrew Jackson was fine, but he did develop a cough after that.
Oh.
And
he became president. Could you imagine? Like, okay, if Donald Trump had killed a man,
Yeah, we wouldn't have none of that.
yeah, but boy, have the times changed.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess,
I guess we almost elected Hillary, and she's killed plenty of people.
Oh, okay. I don't want to get political on here. That's a downer.
Well, thank you for joining us on our episode about pop culture mustaches.
And that other guy.
And Charles Dickinson. It took Philip's #1 spot because he thought it was Charles Dickens.
I feel so dumb.
No, it was funny.
It's a good story.
Go join our podcast or our Patreon, and you can listen to it firsthand.
Yep. Follow us.
You hear that, Phil Wing? Give us money.
Oh wow! Just I don't think that's a way to make people give us money is by just telling them to. I don't know if that works that way.
I don't know. We'll see. If we gain another patron, then we know it's Phil Wing.
Okay. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter,
Facebook. I think.
It's
Okay.
kind of a useless thing to follow us on the social media.
Yeah, for sure.
There's not really much that we're doing other than saying that we got a new episode.
Yeah. But hey, we're
Sometimes
funny.
we do some things on Instagram.
Yeah, we did that one video.
Yeah,
was
one
baller.
time we did something funny on Instagram.
We're gonna do more.
Someday. If you gave
we're
us
just
more
busy.
money, we'd have more time to do it.
There we go.
Yeah. It's kind of a catch-all. Catch-22, I think is what I meant to say.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Love you guys.
Yeah.